Chuck Todd is NBC's political director, of course, and moderator of Meet the Press. Chuck, good morning. Good to see you, my friend. So let's start with taxes. So it looks like the vote comes on Tuesday. Corker on board, Rubio on board, Susan Collins on board. Some of those Republicans who were sitting on the fence and holding out on this bill are now on board. Is there any chance this bill does not become law before Christmas?
I think the only thing that I'm curious to wait and see is what happens when the congressional budget scorekeepers finish with this. Because, Willie, I was impressed with the political response that the Republicans in this conference committee did with this tax bill. Essentially, they took every criticism, every unpopular deduction that they got rid of, they seemed to restore, whether it was on tuitions or health care, or even on state and local taxes. They didn't restore all of it, but they restored some of it. But what I can't figure out is where they paid for it. Right. You know, they still have to stay within this $1.5 trillion deficit expansion limit that they've built in. So the only thing that would derail this is if the math doesn't work as far as the congressional scorekeepers are concerned, and we would find that out on Tuesday or Wednesday.
And they're pushing right up against it right now, $1.45 trillion as it stands right now. Chuck, I know you're going to reveal some NBC News Wall Street Journal polling on Meet the Press this morning. We won't get into the numbers, but we'll give a little preview about how energized Democrats are feeling, especially in the wake of Tuesday's election in Alabama, where Doug Jones defeated by the narrowest of margins, but defeated a Republican in Roy Moore in the very red state of Alabama. African Americans came out to vote. Women, suburban women came out to vote. What does this all mean for 2018?
Look, the Democratic, and you're right, and I'm glad you previewed that part of the poll, the Democratic enthusiasm for the midterm elections is, and I'll give you this one, is 10 points higher than the Republican enthusiasm when it comes to thinking about voting already. And Willie, that actually has played out throughout 2017. I mean, look, if Alabama had been the only election in 2017, I'd be one of those saying, hey, let's not overread into one election involving somebody accused of child molestation. But this has been, think about every special election we had this year in the House, the scheduled elections in New Jersey and Virginia and elsewhere, they all had the same pattern. Democrats overperforming, showing up in bigger numbers than they had before, and Republicans sort of less than enthusiastic, basically only the regular voters showing up. And while Democrats came up short in some of those high-profile specials, their numbers kept creeping up. And now we've seen it's almost as if the wave was building, and you've seen it. And it hit Virginia, and it hit New Jersey, and now it hit Alabama. Yeah. And so I think that's the picture that's being painted going into 2018.
We heard, Chuck, in Kelly's report that the Trump transition team is claiming the Mueller team obtained transition emails illegally. That's their claim. We also had this week at a hearing in the House Judiciary Committee, Attorney General Rod Rosenstein being questioned again and again about the FBI and Bob Mueller and bias. We've heard the president and his White House talk about the FBI being tainted. What are they laying the groundwork for here, Chuck?
Well, they're clearly laying the groundwork to try to delegitimize the entire investigation. And they're going on they're looking almost at every process route they could find. But I want to emphasize that they have yet to try to discredit the investigation with a disputed claim or a disputed fact or exculpatory evidence or a counter narrative. Instead, their only way they've been able to push back against him is by innuendo and alluding that maybe the investigation could be tainted. But they've not disputed any facts, and they've not disputed any conclusions, and they've not disputed. So I think that, look, it's clear what they're laying the groundwork for, and I think politically they've done a good job with that, at least with the base of their party, and they've got their own media organ that trumps it a lot. But I would just emphasize they're missing a fact-based pushback here, and ultimately in the long term that could be a problem.
And working hard to undermine an institution of America. Chuck Todd, thank you so much. Always good to see you. We'll look for more this morning on Meet the Press. Among Chuck's guests, Ohio Governor John Kasich and West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.